everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to dive into a critical issue in the world of business, fraud within companies. But we won't just be discussing fraud in general. We'll explore it from the lens of corporate governance. What is the connection between them and how does good corporate governance help prevent fraud from happening in the first place? We'll also look at a real-world example and talk about the role governance play in creating an environment of integrity and transparency. So let's get started. What is fraud in companies? Corporate fraud refers to dishonest or illegal activity conducted by individuals within a company, whether employers, manager, or executive, with the aim of gaining personal or financial advantage. This includes manipulating financial statements, embezzling company funds, accepting bribes, or abusing power for personal benefit. What makes fraud especially dangerous is that it often originates from inside the company, making it harder to detect and stop. In this context, corporate governance plays a key role. Without strong oversight and countermeasures, fraud can grow unchecked and cause serious harm to the company and its stakeholders. Why does fraud happen? Fraud often occurs when three key conditions, known as the fraud triangle, are present: pressure, opportunity, and rationalization. Pressure can come from personal financial struggle, unrealistic performance target, or fear of failure. Opportunity arises when internal control are weak, supervision is lacking, or the organizational structure lacks transparency. Rationalization happens when the fraudster convince themselves that their actions are justified, telling themselves it's just a loan, or that they deserve more than they being paid. When all three factors exist in a company, the risk of fraud increases significantly. Example and consequence of corporate fraud. Corporate fraud can have devastating effect on both the company and its shareholder. Take, for example, the Enron scandal. Executives use complex accounting tricks to hide debt and artificially inflate profit, which led to the company collapse and ruined the financial stability of many employees and investors. Another significant example in Indonesia is Jiwasraya and Asabri, where the lack of proper oversight allowed billions of dollars to be misappropriated. Fraud not only causes financial loss, but also leads to legal consequences and reputation damage they may take years to rebuild. In addition, it undermines trust in financial market and can cause long-term harm to the industry as a whole. The role of corporate governance in preventing fraud. Corporate governance is essential in preventing fraud by creating a structure of checks and balances that ensure the integrity of company operation. Strong governance includes having an independent board of directors and an audit committee that actively monitor company practice and ensure the financial statements are accurate. Internal controls such as regular audit and segregation of duty reduce the chance of fraudulent activity going undetected. Additionally, companies with clear whistleblower policies give employees a safe way to report unethical action. A strong corporate governance framework helps create a culture of transparency, making it harder for fraud to occur and easier to spot if it does. Building an anti-fraud culture. Building an anti-fraud culture starts with strong ethical leadership. When the company leadership acts with integrity, it sets the tone for everyone else in the organization. Ethical behavior needs to be constantly modeled by executive and management. Promoting transparency within the company allows employees to speak up about unethical practice without fear of retaliation. A whistleblower system or confidential reporting channel can further support this. Training program on ethics and fraud awareness help employees understand what constitutes fraud and how to avoid it. A culture of accountability where every individual is responsible for their action also plays a critical role in the preventing fraud. By embedding this value into the company everyday practice, business can create an environment that is relation to fraud. In conclusion, corporate fraud is a serious threat that can cause significant harm to both the company and its stakeholders. However, strong corporate governance is a powerful tool to prevent fraud by ensuring transparency, accountability, and ethical leadership. By implementing effective internal control, promoting an anti-fraud culture, and encouraging open communication, companies can reduce the risks of fraudulent activity and protect their reputation. Ultimately, a commitment to sound governance practice not only help prevent fraud but also build trust with investors, employees, and the public, ensuring long-term success and stability. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.